Welcome. Today's video is about love. Let's go. Fear holds on. And this has been a big lesson for me the last year of having my heart humbly cracked open, not in two, but wide open. So if anyone that's going through a break up, break through, cracking open, this is for you. And may God bless us with the humility to know when to walk away, to know when we have to value our time and energy, and also know that, claiming our desires and expressing what we crave in a relationship, whether that's divine union, whether that's some fun, whether that's, whatever it is, it's all, if there's a desire there, it's because our heart, our soul, our higher self is craving it. And I know for me, I recently just let go of a connection because I was celibate for 6 months, and I, was really calling in the sacred union, and obviously God's showing me I'm not ready yet. I have to be careful what I say, because your word is your magic wand. But I do believe I'm preparing through inner union, and this is a big part of my head to heart journey and program. Is head to the heart is helping women crack open for life, love, transformation. And the more that we can get cracked open, the more humility, the more room that we have to stretch. I think a lot of us live in this kind of contractive, fear-based program, and a lot of my work is supporting women to shift that frequency of fear and really come into a higher frequency of love, trust, spiritual transformation. And when we activate our life force, we call this Kundalini, you can call it Christ consciousness. But as we start to activate this life force that's within each and every one of us, it's that sexual energy, that life force energy that has a lot of our spiritual gifts, a lot of our energy, and it helps us move beyond fear and doubt. And I've been moving through that as I go through this loving someone and letting them go. And I so trust in divine timing. And I'm not saying it's easy, but the non-attached part of me realizes that if it's meant to be, it will be, And sometimes life, God takes things away from us so we can step into more sovereign beings, because a lot of people that I've been coaching and myself in the past have been in these codependent relationships based in fear, because people are afraid to be on their own. And, the last kind of year I've been in and out, mainly living by myself and traveling, and only having 2, short-term connections. And even though they were short, they really cracked me open. I was ready for that cracking open. And, a few of the ladies from my Head to Heart program have joined the program and, gone through the process, and then met their now lifetime partners or fiancés from doing the Head to Heart work. And I really truly believe that when we start to open our heart space, we can start to receive the love that we are, that we've forgotten. And a lot of the time we're seeking on something outside of ourselves to bring us something that we don't feel like we have. And that's like this empty void. So a big part of my work is, the outer circle. So what's going on in our environment, our relationships, our life, is really a reflection of our internal space, our internal mindset, and it's great because if we can create it, we can also uncreate it. And life is the teacher. It's really giving us contrast through getting what we don't want sometimes to make us really tune into what we do crave and desire, because I really believe there's a vortex. Whether you call that universe, source, God, doesn't matter. There's a vortex of energy, because we are made up of energy. And the more that we can connect to that frequency, that light body, the more that we realize that. And this is when we can get less out of here and more let this stream of consciousness flow through us and to us. And that's where the creative energy is going to come through. That's where we're going to feel more light and more, able to detach from certain things. We're not going to be so much living in the fear program, because we realize it's a program, it's not real. But we can buy into it sometimes. I go through phases where, like, for even like a few minutes, someone else is in the fear program, and because it triggers something within my system, and it's activated, it's obviously still, I haven't fully cleared up yet, I can go into that program with them. Thankfully not as long, and I know how to get myself out of it very quickly. But when you're in it, it's really hard to see when you're in it. So that's, you know, when I start to work with clients, it's like it's a shift, you know, we call it quantum leap, but it, you know, it can take a long time. It's taken me a long time, and I've tried so many different methods and things, and you know, my work's really about like trying to like shorten that gap so you can be less in this space and more in this space. So when we have to love someone, let them go, when we start to feel our way home and we realize that everything on the outside is a mirror of the internal, we realize there's parts of my own psyche, my own being, that are still not feeling safe, worthy to receive love. So this is a question for you. It's where do you still not feel safe or worthy to receive, whether that's financially, whether that's with love, in intimate relationships, whether that's in friendships or compliments or gifts. You know, we all have our things that we struggle with. And I really fully believe the more that we can anchor into the heart space, the less fear we have around loving someone and then not loving us back. Because ultimately, if we are love, then everything we look at, feel, touch is a reflection of our love. And if somebody else on the external, you know, mirror circle is not able to receive our love, we can't do anything. We cannot change it. And if we try and change it, believe me, I've done that, we're going to become complete control freaks, you know, and we're not trusting life because we're not trusting God. And God has such an incredible plan for you and I and everyone, greater than we can even try and manifest with our meditations and our breath work and all the crazy things we do in order to try and feel better. And therefore, you know, as we start to feel good, we attract higher vibrational experiences. And I truly believe that, as when we're on that frequency of non-attachment, of being a clear vessel, empty channel, less in the mind, we can let life flow through us and to us, because God knows what you want, right? And he knows what you need. And sometimes we don't get what we want, we get what we need. And often or not, certain people come into our lives to teach us things, right? And it's like, oh, can I just tick the box with no lessons and no growth and no hardship? And, you know, no, because like we're in a human being experience, having a spiritual experience. We're here to grow and evolve. So it's through heartbreak, it's through contrast, it's through feeling rejected or unworthy or whatever program we're running. It's through that we get to realize, oh, this is a program, a subconscious program that I am believing in, and that is what's creating the suffering. Nothing outside of me, not him, not Tom, Dick, Harry. I'm saying that more for myself than for you guys, because it's easy to teach this stuff, but still shifting it that's really where the work is. And, you know, I've tried all the manifestations, all the meditations, all the things, but really, truly loving myself is letting go of everything else that's not love. And that sometimes is people in our life, our friends, our loved ones, our intimate relationships that, you know, are not able to meet us at the standard that we are rising to. And if someone is not ready to commit to you, where are you not committing to you? Where are you not going fully out on something that you need to commit to? Because life is just a mirror. And if someone's not choosing you, it's because you haven't been choosing you. So it's time to choose you. And I'm saying this just as much as to me as to you. Transmission of love, because we're all the same frequency and we all need the same lessons and we're all humbly learning together. So I hope this resonates. Love lets go, fear holds on, trust in love, and become the one that you seek outside. Only then you will find the one you're really looking for, which is yourself. And everything outside of you, you're going to give everything to yourself that you seek outside. And that's where the power, the magic, the pleasure, the abundance is. And then, of course, when you have everything you need, then life's just like, well, just going to give her even more amazing things because she doesn't need anything. And it's in the contrast of not needing. We get it. Om Namah Shivaya. Yo! Oh!